so today is my first day of an extended fast, and we're gonna go through a few days of how I typically like to do my fast, which is no food, water only, pure black coffee if I have something in the morning to just get my day going, get the neurotropic effect, get a brain boost, my cognitive function, everything I need to get that up and running. Sets the tone for my day. I get out, I start working, I start doing my training. I get out in the field, which I go and see properties. Pretty active most of the day, which helps because as the day passes on, I don't think about eating. So if you start doing a fast, you're gonna feel initially the hunger pains, but I've gotten adapted to it so much that I can go typically 2-3 days without even thinking about it. But this is gonna be one that I do that's extended, so it'll likely last over a week. I've gone as long as 9 days. I'd like to try to break that at some point, so maybe this might be the time that I break it. I'm not sure, but we'll see. So just to give you an idea of how this is really gonna go, it's pretty simple. Just get my normal 8 hours sleep if I can. Typically, I don't get that. I get around 4 to 6 hours. But for the most part, it's just gonna be my busy routine because we're in a busy season right now. I have a lot of stuff going on with work. It's gonna help me stay focused. This is gonna give me a lot of mental clarity because I know that usually when I'm optimized for eating less or maybe just training a lot, which I will continue to be doing, I will be with lifting weights, doing cardio, doing all my normal training, most likely get outdoors, do some hiking, whatever I can do, whether it be running, going to the beach, whatever I can. Incorporate all of that into the fast and get out, make sure that I stay active and not really worry about okay, is my diet lined up with what I'm doing because my body eventually will adapt to what's going on anyway. And that's the beauty of it is you start optimizing your body's metabolism, your energy levels start to become optimized because your body's forcing itself to now adapt to the conditions of either low or no food, water only, and that's what really goes a long way to teach your body really what it needs to be doing. And I wouldn't want to call it survival mode, but it really does force the body to really become self-reliant on developing energy on its own rather than having exogenous energy coming in with foods, which sometimes could throw you off because you know how carbs could sometimes affect how you think and how you eat, or if you eat very little protein, or if you're a heavy veggie eater. There's all these things that depending on whether or not you know your body well enough to know what's good for you, what's not, those are the things that you're gonna have to start worrying about. Or if you take those things away and you do a full-blown reset, as you start to reincorporate everything back into your diet, then you start to optimize exactly what it is that should and shouldn't be going into your body. So it's a good way to bench test yourself against your food, your diet, whatever routines you normally have, and see what you can change, what you can take out, what you can add into, and test things. Do like an A/B test with foods. Do an A/B test with what you drink, your sleep, and how much energy you put into your day. When you wake up, your sleeping patterns, all those things you can kind of figure out and optimize by doing something like this. So it's a commitment, but to me, it's always been worthwhile. So I'll take you guys through most of the days, if not all of them. Again, won't be much to show other than my normal routine. It'll be me doing my day-to-day stuff, but it'll also be kind of an idea of where I'm starting as far as weight, and it's gonna come off pretty fast. After the end result, we'll see how we sort of go back into it and re-optimize everything for my diet, everything for just my day in general. So while I'm taking you through my day-to-day, you'll understand exactly what it is that I go through. It's pretty simple. It's going to be my normal routine, but you're going to see exactly what being on a fasted sort of lifestyle and diet really does for you. It's not going to really change my routine per se, but it does really give me more focus and energy because after, I'd say, the first day or so, the whole thing of like being concerned about your diet goes away, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, it's not a priority to think about, oh, I've got to go make lunch, I've got to go make dinner, I've got to have food stuff going on, and your body's got enough body fat on it at pretty much any given time to feed itself for a pretty long time. So that's one of the things that if that freaks you out, the idea of not eating food, well, all the food you've eaten for quite a while now, a lot of it is in your reserves, and a lot of it is meant to be there because if in some weird instance you're all of a sudden out of food, then that primitive side takes over where now the body's going to have to go into that survival mode. But don't like to call it survival mode, it's just your body becomes more efficient. So it's going to start to mobilize fat. It's going to start to use your energy stores, your fat stores. It's going to convert all that to energy. It's going to do cell recycling, which essentially will get rid of your weak cells or your older cells, diminished cells, and all of a sudden now it's going to recharge the cells that are prominent and active in your body. So a lot of things that you can look up and research on your own, but water only, black coffee in the morning just to get going. I do sparkling water just because the mineral water keeps me feeling full. It's very satiating. I think that that's one of the things that I've always adapted to and gotten used to. So that's what's going to happen for the next few days. I'll take you through everything. And then if you guys have any comments or questions, let me know.